Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another WWE SlamTube. Unfortunately, our good friend, the host, Richter Hammer, could not join us tonight. So I am James Phoenix. Joining me tonight is Chris the Mole.
Hello.
And we're here to talk about WWE Fastlane 2017.
Yep.
Of course, just ended. What did you think of Fastlane, Mole?
I liked Fastlane.
It was not bad. It was a good pay-per-view. For a Raw pay-per-view, it was good.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
The pre-show doesn't matter. We're not going to discuss that, but
yeah, I will just say the pre-show, decent cruiserweight tag match. That's all you need to know. So we opened the program proper with Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn.
Yep. Which was a weird match. Sami Zayn just didn't seem like it was like, oh, okay, you're gonna job Sami Zayn up to him.
Pretty much, they use Zayn to get Joe over.
Yeah.
They did so effectively, though. I mean, they got Joe over. They definitely worked.
I'd say he was already over.
Yeah. This gives him a main event pay-per-view, I should say a main roster pay-per-view victory. And I like that he broke out the Coquina clutch instead of that stupid modified rock bottom that he uses.
Yep. But overall, it wasn't a terrible match.
No. I mean, they're two great competitors. I don't think anybody expected it to be a terrible match. So, highly enjoyable. Got Joe over with the great submission victory over Sami Zayn. So, not bad. So, following that, we had the Tag Team Championship match of Gallows and Anderson defending the titles against Enzo and Big Cass.
Which,
pretty much the same as any other match they've had.
The match was just,
Yep, the Gallows and Anderson did retain the belts. So that was interesting.
Yep.
So that wasn't bad. I did enjoy seeing Enzo and Cass. I don't know what was up with Enzo's weird red overalls. That was kind of a bizarre attire choice.
Yeah, like I said, the match it was there, but.
Then we had Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax.
Yep, with Sasha being the first one to beat Nia.
Indeed. Rather impressive.
Which the match itself was okay. It wasn't anything to write home about, but it also wasn't terrible. It was just all there.
Yeah, good straight up women's division match. Following that, we had impromptu matches. Prior to the near the beginning of the show, Jinder Mahal entered Mick Foley's office and informed him that he and Rusev were no longer a tag team. And when Rusev came in and also began complaining, Mick Foley decided that if they wanted competition tonight, they could have competition, and he would give them each a singles opponent.
Yep.
In impromptu matches. So Jinder Mahal had his match against Cesaro, who was actually on the pre-show complaining about how, it sucked that they weren't defending the tag titles against Enzo and Cass tonight, and that the people didn't want to see Cesaro sitting behind this table talking. They wanted to see him in the ring doing what he did best, and he got the crowd to give him a huge pop, which is great. And then they booed Sheamus, and that was kind of funny.
Which is also weird, because how did the crowd hear him?
I don't know. Presumably, enough of the crowd bought those little commentary earphones you can buy.
Didn't they get rid of them?
Did they? I don't think so.
I thought they got rid of them because they were wildly unpopular.
No, I don't know. I would definitely buy that if I went there because I don't want to hear the commentary, but
I would not want to hear the commentary.
That's fair.
That's the best part of being there. You don't have to listen to Michael Cole.
Touche.
But yeah, Jinder Mahal vs Cesaro was a pretty solid match.
Yeah, they did a good job going back and forth. Cesaro demonstrating his strength, picking Jinder up and throwing him around. It's a great match. Those good times. Following this, they decided that Jinder would go first after arguing, and then Rusev had his match against the Big Show.
Who
Where's
destroyed
the
him?
Big Show? Yeah, poor Rusev.
Now, the knockout punch in the corner looked sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
But to be fair, he's doing a knockout punch, and so if someone sat down in the corner, it's not going to look amazing.
Not really. But it's sad to see how far our hero Rusev has fallen.
But yeah, this was basically we need to make sure people remember Big Show's credible, so let's have him destroy someone.
Pretty much. I do like Rusev's new look, though, as a lot of touted him as handsome Rusev.
Yep.
So that was cool. We followed this up with a Cruiserweight Championship match of Neville defending the title against Gentleman Jack Gallagher. This is a pretty good Cruiserweight match. I thought, these guys are throwing everything they had at each other. Neville busted out the Red Arrow, which he has not done since he turned heel, really. So that was kind of cool. And Neville managed to pull out the victory and retain his championship.
Yep, but just like I said, I found this to be the most boring match on the whole card.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, these are terrible cruiserweights. A lot of their moves look sloppy and also really impractical. I mean, it's cool if you want to see people jump off shit, but I want to see people with in-ring psychology, which they don't have. But then after that disaster, we went on to whatever the hell the next match was.
Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman.
Ah, yes. Braun Strowman gets his first loss.
He does.
To Roman Reigns. Which, I'm going to say it wasn't a terrible match. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people that hate it because Reigns won, but it wasn't terrible. I mean, it's one of the best matches Braun Strowman's had.
Yeah, it was a pretty good match, surprisingly. They did a decent job getting each other over about how, the irresistible force being the immovable object, and Roman Reigns overcame, and that was pretty good.
Yep.
Running power signs at the table was nice. I thought he was going for the barricade at first, but then I realized what side of the ring he was on.
Yeah.
So that was nice. And then we had the Raw Women's Championship match of Bayley versus Charlotte Flair.
Another first loss.
Indeed, the pay-per-view streak has been broken.
Which, this match was okay.
Yeah.
It's as good as Bayley could do, I'd imagine, but basically, when you see, but it has to involve Sasha again, and it's like, ugh.
Yep.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Bayley's not terrible in the ring, but I can't think of a single match she's had that's good that didn't involve either Charlotte or Sasha. Like, when those guys aren't around, her matches were terrible.
She had a pretty good feud with Asuka back on NXT after the others left.
Yeah, I thought that match was terrible. I watched it, I'm like, this is garbage. No, Asuka's had good matches without Bayley, so and when you've seen Bayley when she's not wrestling those two, I don't find them good.
Okay. I'm interested to see how they're building it up, because obviously that was Charlotte's rematch, which she lost. So I think we're going to get to that point now where
Triple threat.
Potentially. There was rumors of a fatal four-way, also throwing Nia Jackson in the mix, and also rumors of a Sasha Banks heel turn leading into WrestleMania. So let's see if any of that comes to fruition.
Yeah, one of them will. Like a triple threat could happen.
I can see it. It'd be entertaining.
It would be. It could be fun.
Yeah. And then finally, Kevin Owens defended the Universal Championship against Goldberg and lost it in 15 seconds.
Yep.
Because Chris Jericho distraction.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is probably one of the best ways this match could have ended. Kevin Owens winning would have really helped the younger talent, but it would have hurt the WrestleMania match they're billing.
Yeah, the Goldberg's credibility against Brock would have been lost.
Kevin Owens just being squashed wouldn't have worked, because then Kevin Owens loses all credibility.
Yep, and his match against Jericho goes meaningless.
Yeah, but having the distraction with Jericho, it works.
Makes sense, yeah. And it gives Goldberg the belt to go feud with Brock over the belt, and then it gives Owens a chance to feud with Jericho, presumably over the U.S. Championship.
Yep.
So that'll
Which
be
is
good.
weird. It's still weird that's the main event, though.
Yeah.
Because this year they've had two really good champions, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Of AJ on SmackDown and Kevin Owens on Raw.
Yes.
Neither one is in the main event at WrestleMania. Like, they took it off them right before WrestleMania.
Why AJ might be, we don't know.
No.
You don't think so?
It's going to be Randy versus Bray.
Could be.
And probably AJ v Shane or Daniel Bryan or something.
Yeah, him versus Shane was a rumor. I don't know that. We'll see if that comes to fruition. That'll be
Yeah,
determined in
based on
SmackDown's main event.
based on how he wasn't talking smack and how he was with Shane, I could easily see it.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's literally getting in his face every couple of minutes
Yep.
about, well, what are you going to do, Shane?
Fair enough. Yeah, Kevin Owens spent a little too much time walking around the ring and trying to psych Goldberg out, and then as soon as he told the ref to ring the bell, Jericho's music distracted him and he got speared and jackhammered.
Well, as soon as he told the ref to ring the bell 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder, did they miss the cue?
Yeah, with how much running around the ring Owens was doing everything, it seemed like it went a little longer than it was supposed to.
I don't mean that. I meant when he was in the ring, he goes, ring the bell. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. And then Jericho finally comes out.
Yeah.
No referee would have not rung the bell that's as long as he did.
Yeah.
Which means to me, it felt like he was meant to go ring the bell. Jericho's music hits.
Yeah. Must have been a delay in the production truck.
Yeah. And then the ref only rings the bell after he's been speared, but won't ring it when he stood up.
No, I think he rang it right after Jericho's music hit, and then he got speared.
Jericho's music hit. You see Jericho come out, and you hear what? And you hear the ding, ding, ding right as he's being speared to the floor, and it's like, what?
Ah, okay.
Why would you choose to ring the bell at that point? I mean, he's in the ring shouting, ring the bell, and that's not enough for you.
But yeah, so overall, an interesting night. We had the changing hands of the Universal Championship and the retention of all 3 other belts that were on the line tonight.
Yep, it's making history.
It is.
Because we had how many new losses?
Yep, Charlotte Flair losing her from her pay-per-view streak.
Braun Strowman.
Yeah, Braun Strowman lost for the first time. That's quite a few.
And Nia Jax.
Nia Jax as well.
So 3, maybe 4, or maybe forgetting one.
No, I think that's it.
Which overall, a pay-per-view, like I said, I enjoyed it for what it was, but it wasn't anything to write home about.
Yeah, not really, no.
It's not a pay-per-view that made me go, yeah. It's like, oh, okay.
It's like, okay, it's there.
Yeah. It's filler.
Yeah, exactly. That's really what it is.
To get to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Which is what Elimination Chamber usually is, but that at least always had the, oh my god, it's the Chamber match.
Yep. This is just kind of like, it's here.
Yeah. Which, like I said last time, I still like the new Chamber.
The new Chamber is good. I like it too. So now we kind of have an idea where WrestleMania is going. It'll be interesting to see how we build the feuds up. I mean, obviously Goldberg, Brock, and now we know Owens for Jericho is going to be going forward.
Yep.
We'll have to see if they push Neville Gallagher still for the Cruiserweight title or if a different opponent challenges Neville at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns can move on to his feud with The Undertaker that is presumed to be happening. And we'll see where the tag match goes. And Joe will presumably be involved in the whole Triple H Rollins thing in some way.
Unless it's Rollins v Triple H and Roman Reigns v Samoa Joe.
That'd be interesting. I can see that. Well, at any rate,
yeah, there's multiple ways it can go.
Yeah, but we'll see tomorrow night on Raw what happens. There's going to be an update on the Seth Rollins knee injury, so we'll see how that plays out.
Yep. Which, like I said, it was a filler pay-per-view, but you kind of knew that.
Yeah, you knew that going in. The big thing was Goldberg won the belt, and the unbeatable people being beat. So.
Yep. But unfortunately, having too many unbeatable people being beaten all at once, some of them should have been WrestleMania moments. That's what a WrestleMania moment is. Like,
exactly.
Charlotte being pinned was a WrestleMania moment. It should have been not this, where you half-ass it by interfering with Sasha.
Yeah.
Or the whole thing of like Braun Strowman, you could have dragged that out one more month and had a face defeat him and then finally beat him.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sami Zayn.
That would have worked, or returning Finn Balor.
Yep.
Well, that was Fastlane anyway.
Who should be on the cruiserweight?
Probably, yeah. Maybe they will. He can feud with Austin Aries. I'd like to see that.
Yep.
Well, like I said, this was Fastlane. It was the final stop on the road to WrestleMania, and it was filler. It was there. Some okay stuff, nothing spectacular, but nothing that garbage either.
Although, the best part of the whole pay-per-view?
Mm-hmm.
The Jetsons.
Ha! Yes, we did get a commercial for the Jetsons WWE Robo WrestleMania.
Yep, which when I was watching the pre-show, I was like, oh, is that a poster for WWE meets the Jetsons? What? And it was just randomly in the background of Mick Foley's office, no one addressing it until the fucking trailer. And I was like, that's cool. I like that. I want to see that.
They actually showed that commercial during Raw and SmackDown over here.
I didn't see that commercial.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, they did show. Well, apparently it's not available on your Amazon store yet, so maybe that's why.
Possibly, but like I said, I'm interested at least.
Are you aware of the premise?
No.
Apparently, as I understand it, the idea is the Big Show wakes up in the future and decides that he's going to take over. So the Jetsons have to go in the past to get WWE superstars to fight him.
Okay.
That's apparently the premise.
Alright, it's got to be better than that Flintstone shit.
Yeah, could be.
That film was fucking terrible.
Mm-hmm. Then it puts some different people in it. It's got like Seth Rollins and stuff in it, so that's cool.
Yep.
I look forward to that. We'll review that at some point when it comes out.
And it looks like the people in it haven't been released or fired yet. Woo!
Yeah, woo!
Unlike when the Flintstones one came out, you're like, wait, why Punk? Wasn't he gone months ago?
CM Punk Rock.
Yep.
Marble Henry.
We still haven't reviewed Surfers Up 2.
Wave Mania. No, we haven't done that yet. We should do that.
But yeah, coming up next month, we'll have the Hall of Fame and WrestleMania.
Indeed, we shall. Not to mention, we'll have to decide if we want to do TakeOver or not.
Probably not.
Okay.
The reason I said probably not is we may have an extra pay-per-view in April, and even if we don't, we got the Hall of Fame and that. We don't want 3 of them.
That's true. That is true. Okay. Well, this has been Fastlane. Thank you for joining me, Mo.
Yep.
And we'll see you next month as we reach the end of the road to WrestleMania.